way to the venue, running late because of me. We're running late, but look at the view. The mountains. Feeling good. I'll feel better once I'm there because I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna miss it, which isn't likely gonna happen because it starts at 9. It is 9:48 and I'm the absolute last one. Like there's an intermission and then I go on way later after that, so should be good, but kind of freaking out. Just went and got my tan touch-ups. Took some pics outside, so nice out. And now I have my meals, so cucumber and extra lean beef. I'm gonna eat that, put my feet up, and should be on soon. Everyone's getting touched up.
It was retarded, but it worked and I made out okay. But after that I was like, I need to take care of this.
Morning show.
Yeah, I still went and competed.
And
yeah, so then it was, so I didn't end up doing North American afterwards. I was still like recovering from that. But I've always wanted to do it. Maybe 1 year. I'm just excited to just chill with my feet up in BC. Yeah, that's good.
Got off stage and I don't know how I placed. I think second call-outs. It's not as good as I hoped. But he keeps trying to tell me that I'm the youngest one that was on stage, so I know I was, but that doesn't really matter to me. I still want top 5, which is still a possibility. If I can contain myself around cookies, which at this point, nope. Yeah, felt good, but just maybe not the package that they were looking for. However, when I was backstage, they did have a magazine company looking for a couple of girls that had the look that they wanted, and so when I was backstage, they ended up asking me to go back there, so I did an interview and probably a 20-minute photo shoot, and the photographer said I'm the look he really wants, and he loved it, loved my look, and we had a really good quick photo shoot. So I'm hoping that, you know, maybe I didn't place the way I wanted, but I maybe got my foot in the door with something else. So we'll see. Just getting his meal in and then waiting for my mom to pick us up. I'm gonna chill before the night show, have a little treat, and come back. Not the most exciting day, that's for sure. Alright guys, it's been couple weeks now since I competed at nationals. The reason why I am doing this video in my show day vlog is because I didn't really record much on show day. Main reason being is because show day didn't go anything like I had planned. Obviously I didn't do 3 hours of cardio, and I didn't do training. I didn't train so hard every day, and I didn't diet for 6 months to get 6th place. That's obviously wasn't my goal in mind. I came there to, you know, at least top 3 I was really hoping for in my height category at least, but I didn't make that, and reason being for not making it is, one, I can own up to, you know, why I didn't place well. Some people can't. Some people just will deny that they didn't come in conditioned enough or they weren't big enough. I'm not someone like that. I think if you can't own up to your mistakes, you're never going to be able to work on your mistakes. So therefore, you're always going to be, by not owning up to your mistakes, you're holding yourself back. So I know that to win and to be better in the future, I really need to get my conditioning down. So that was one reason why I definitely didn't place well. My conditioning wasn't where it needed to be. Does that mean that I cheated on my diet? Does that mean that my coach didn't train me hard enough or do her job? Does that mean that I skipped out on maybe sessions or something? No, not at all. I just had my metabolism fucked up from a previous coach. I can pretty much say that. And then I had to try and fix it, and my body was used to 1,200 calories and 3 hours of cardio. So if I didn't do that, then I would just put on fat. So I had to work really fucking hard to just maintain. So to even try and get to lose, it was super, super hard. Like, I was up at 3 hours of cardio on the Stairmaster a day. Then I tried going for walks even, and my calories were super low. I think so. I was probably burning around, honestly, with my 3 hours of Stairmaster and with my training with weights, heavy, I was probably burning around at least 5,000 calories a day. And then I was only consuming around max 1,200. So my metabolism, could I do more cardio? Not really. I don't think it would have necessarily helped. Could I have eaten less food? No, I was pretty much dying. I didn't fucking have any food for the amount of energy I was putting out. Um, so I did my best. My coach did my best. Callie worked with what I had and what my body was at the time. So it came down to mainly my conditioning not being its best, and then also I am natural and I didn't take anything illegal for this competition. I didn't even take protein powder for the last month, and I didn't even take BCAAs for the last month. So I was 100% natural. I didn't take a fat burner or anything this whole prep. I showed up the day. I didn't really cut water too much either. I didn't cut salt. I showed up as I was. And you know what? I feel good that day. When I cut water, I get headaches, and when I cut salt, I get headaches, and I'm dizzy and lightheaded. And when you don't do that, you don't get that problem. So I just showed up how my physique was, and that was my hard work. So I'm proud of that. I feel a lot better saying, you know what, I did beat some girls that weren't natural, that were on stage. So I have that under my belt at least. I would love to get my pro card naturally and to prove to people you don't have to use illegal substances, but I'm not an ectomorph, so I hold fat really easily. And genetically, I'm not gifted to be at a low percent body fat. It's really hard for me to get anywhere under 15%. And nowadays, they kind of are looking for like girls who are at least under 10% body fat, is kind of they looking for a very leaner, harder look, and I have a softer, more feminine look. So I think it'll just come down to luck for me one day. So if just one day those judges are looking for a softer, more feminine physique and with nice shape and symmetry, then I think I have a really good shot. Otherwise, if they're looking for someone who is 5% body fat as a female, it's just not going to happen for me. That being said, if I did go on to something, then maybe it would happen. But I'm 20 and I don't really want to have to worry about all the side effects that come with illegal substances like Clen or Anavar, or like I just really don't want to do that to myself and do that to my body. I'm in this to be healthy and to challenge my body and push it to the next level, but I don't want to push my funeral date closer, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying that everyone does, but it is possible and there's lots of side effects. So, yeah. Basically, show day was kind of a shit show. I really didn't want to record any videos or anything because I was really upset with my placing. I just spent thousands of dollars to come to that competition. My family had spent thousands of dollars to come to my competition, and I was literally on stage for maybe 10 seconds at the night show. They called us all on at the same time and took us all off except for the top 5. So I just missed top 5, so I wasn't on stage for more than 10 seconds. So that really sucked because I told my family not to come to the morning show because the morning show and the night show are usually exactly the same. You walk out, you do your personal individual routines, and then you go to the side, and then they compare you for a couple of minutes, and then you walk off. And then you come for the night, you do your individual again, same thing, get like a minute by yourself on stage, and then they compare, and then they announce the winners, and then they take photos, and then you go off. So it's usually about at least, morning show and night show, you at least get like just about 10 minutes on stage. But with this show, in the morning, they just wanted to rush people. Like, we were just rush. So we didn't even get to do our personal individual stuff, which also makes me mad because I spend weeks and weeks practicing that, and I paid for posing even to practice posing, so I didn't even really need to because they barely looked at us. So we didn't do our individual poses, and they probably compared us for only 30 seconds. So in the morning show, I was probably on stage for less than a minute, and I told my family not to come to the morning show because the night show is the same, and the tickets were outrageously expensive, so I didn't want them to have to buy the morning and the night, so they came to the night. But for the night, they called everyone on stage, then they said, and your top 5 winners are blah, 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 and the rest can walk off stage. So we were literally on stage for 10 seconds, so I was a little bit hurt by that, and after that, I really didn't want to video, and I didn't want to even talk to anyone. So after show, we went out for pizza, and then we got ice cream at home. I showered, and which, by the way, the tan that I got, I'm sorry, but it was awful. I couldn't get it off for about a whole week, which is ridiculous, and it ruined all my clothes. But anyways, so I showered, and then I just went to bed, and I tried reversing the next day, but I just wasn't up for it. And now I'm sitting up a little bit higher weight than I would like, but in 2 weeks or so, I should be around only 10 pounds up from show, and I'll be happy and comfortable at that weight. And then I just want to be only up around 10 pounds from stage weight in my off season, and put on a little bit more size in my upper body for sure, get a little bit better V-taper, and I want to put some size on my hamstrings and calves, and that's about it. And I'm just gonna enjoy this off season because I always complain all of prep, so gonna try and really enjoy these last little months of freedom, which only have like 4 or so yeah, those are my next plans, because everyone always asks and needs to know. And the show day video isn't as great as my last show day video because it just didn't go as planned, and I was really upset. I have thought about competing at a natural federation, so maybe that's in the books for the future, but who knows, you'll just have to stay tuned.